child, you shocked me. Yes, you. Finally, you did it. You chose obedience when it was easier to quit. You chose silence when you wanted to argue. You chose prayer when you felt like giving up. And heaven moved because of the choice. Do not let what you see right now make you doubt what I said. Your breakthrough is here, but the enemy will try to steal it. If you are seeing this, it is not by accident. Stay strong now. Do not turn away. Do not scroll past this moment. I need you steady. You have no idea what happened in the spirit when you made that decision. The day you forgave when no one apologized. The moment you walked away from something that was draining you. The night you prayed instead of collapsing into despair. The second you said, Lord, I trust you even though nothing around you made sense. That is when heaven responded. That is when I leaned forward and said, finally. You thought your small act meant little. You thought your quiet obedience went unnoticed. But I saw it. I saw your trembling hands. I saw your heavy heart. I saw you fighting tears while choosing faith. And I tell you now, you shocked me because you did not break where you once would have broken. You did not react the way your past would have reacted. You grew, and growth unlocks movement. When you shifted, things shifted. You may not see it yet, but the atmosphere around you changed. Chains that were quietly attached began to loosen. Plans that were delayed began to move. Conversations about you in rooms you have never entered began to turn in your favor. Because obedience gives me permission to act in ways you cannot imagine. Your breakthrough did not begin when you saw results. It began the moment you obeyed. Breakthrough is not always fireworks. Sometimes it is a quiet alignment. Sometimes it is me adjusting invisible details that will soon become visible outcomes. Right now you may look around and see nothing dramatic, but do not measure progress by noise. Measure it by movement in the unseen. I need you to hear this carefully. Do not let what you see make you doubt what I said. The enemy knows that your breakthrough has been activated, and he will attempt to send distractions. He will attempt to send discouraging words. He may even allow situations to look worse for a moment. This is not because I change my mind. It is because resistance often increases when victory is near. You may receive unexpected news. You may experience tension where there was peace. You may feel tested in areas you thought were already settled. This is not failure. This is pushback. When light begins to shine brighter, darkness reacts. But reaction does not mean control. It only means exposure. Stay strong. Now this is the fragile window between promise and manifestation. Many people lose their blessing in this moment because they allow what they see to override what I spoke. They panic. They speak negatively. They retreat into fear. Do not do that. Guard your mouth. Guard your thoughts. Guard your peace. You have cried too many nights to quit now. You have endured too much to retreat at the door. I saw you when you felt forgotten. I saw you when you wondered if your prayers were reaching me. I saw the nights when sleep would not come because your mind would not stop racing. I saw the times you smiled in public but broke in private. I saw when you almost gave up but whispered just one more day. That one more day brought you here. And now the shift is happening. But the enemy will try to make you think nothing changed. He will try to convince you that your obedience was pointless. He will try to replay old fears in your mind. Do not entertain those voices. They are desperate attempts to steal what has already been released. Your breakthrough may begin internally before it shows externally. You may feel a new confidence rising. You may sense a calm you cannot explain that is not imagination. That is confirmation. I am strengthening you because what is coming requires stability. You shocked me because you chose maturity. You chose faith over impulse. You chose to trust me when evidence was thin. A choice qualified you for the next level. Elevation is not given to those who demand it. It is given to those who are ready for it. Now I am releasing restoration in areas that look dry. I am aligning relationships that reflect honor and respect. I am shifting finances in ways that will surprise you. I am healing parts of your heart that you thought would always ache. But you must remain steady. Do not announce everything. Not everyone around you is assigned to celebrate your growth. This is the moment to stay quiet and strong. Pray more, speak less, Observe carefully. If something tries to disturb your peace, bring it to me immediately. Do not wrestle alone. This is not the time to isolate yourself in pride. This is the time to lean deeper into me. Your breakthrough is not fragile because I am weak. It is fragile because you are transitioning. Transitions require focus. Do not allow temporary emotions to sabotage permanent promises. Do not interpret delay as denial. Movement is happening even when silence surrounds you. You are closer than you think. The door you have been knocking on is not locked, is about to open, but I needed to see if you would trust me before you saw it open. And you did. That is why I said you shocked me. Not because I doubted you, but because you finally believed what I have been telling you about yourself. You are stronger than your fear. You are wiser than your doubt. You are not the same person you were last season. And because you grew, I can entrust you with more type. God's plan leads me higher if you're trusting His direction. Stay strong now. This is not the time to relax your faith. This is the time to stand firm. The enemy will try one last time to whisper, "It's not working." Ignore him. Look at how far you have come. Look at how you are still standing. If you are seeing this, it is not by accident. It is confirmation. It is reinforcement. It is me reminding you that heaven noticed your obedience. Heaven responded, and heaven is not reversing what hath been set in motion. Your breakthrough is here. Even if it has not fully appeared, it has already begun. Do not let what you see shake what I said. I am not a man that I should lie. If I spoke it, I will complete it. So breathe, stand steady, pray deeply, speak life, guard your peace. I remember this moment when I told you with joy in my voice. You shocked me. Finally, you did it. Announce, stay strong. The promise is unfolding, my child. You shocked me. Yes, you stop for a moment and let those words sink into your heart. You shocked me. I have watched you through every season, through every weakness, through every delay. I have seen your patterns, your struggles, your fears. I have seen the times you almost gave up. And yet this time you did something different. Finally, you did it. Finally, you chose faith when doubt was screaming. Finally, you stood still when panic was rising. Finally, you trusted me without demanding proof. And heaven leaned forward in that moment. You thought no one saw your quiet decision. You thought your small act of obedience was hidden. But I saw it. I saw the moment you held your tongue when you could have spoken in anger. I saw the moment you turned away from temptation. I saw the second you said, "Lord, I will trust you even when everything around you looked uncertain." That was the moment. That was the shift. That was when I said, "Finally." You have no idea how powerful that decision was. You think breakthroughs come with noise, with announcements, with visible rewards. But breakthrough begins in the unseen. It begins in your heart. And when your heart aligned with me, when you chose to believe me over what you felt, something moved in the spirit. Chains loosened, doors unlocked, conversations shifted in rooms you have never entered. You shocked me because you grew. Do not let what you see make you doubt what I said. Hear me clearly right now. Circumstances may not look different. You may still see tension. You may still see delay. You may even see resistance. But what you see is not the final picture. Do not let visible pressure erase invisible progress. I told you I would move. I told you I would respond. And I have. Your breakthrough is here. It has already begun. But listen carefully. This is the fragile moment. This is the moment when many lose what they prayed for because they allow fear to speak louder than faith. The enemy knows you have stepped into alignment. He knows something has shifted, and he will try to steal it at the door. He will try to plant doubt. He will try to stir confusion. He will try to send small storms to make you think nothing changed. Do not fall for it. Stay strong now. Do not click away. Do not leave early. This is not just another message passing through your day. If you are seeing this, it is not by accident. I guided you here. I arranged this confirmation because I know what you are facing in this exact moment. I know the thoughts that have been circling your mind. I know the quiet question you have been asking. Is anything really happening? Yes, my child, it is happening. You shocked me because you did not respond the way you used to respond. The old you would have reacted quickly. The old you would have spoken from emotion. The old you would have run back to what felt familiar. But this time you paused. This time you prayed. This time you surrendered. And surrender unlocks what striving never could. Finally, you did it. Finally, you trusted me without needing to control the outcome. Finally, you let go of something that was draining you. Finally, you stopped chasing what I never assigned to you. That release created space. And I fill space that is surrendered. But listen carefully. Do not let what you see make you doubt what I said. Sometimes right before manifestation, pressure increases. Sometimes right before light breaks through, the darkness seems to thicken. It does not mean I change my mind. It means the battle is reacting to your progress. The enemy cannot cancel what I have spoken, but he can attempt to distract you. He can whisper, "Nothing is different." He can replay old fears. He can use other people's words to shake your confidence. He can create small frustrations to test your stability. This is why I am speaking urgently. Stay strong now. Do not measure your breakthrough by immediate results. Measure it by your growth. You are calmer. You are wiser. You are not reacting the same way. That is proof. You are not as desperate. You are not as easily shaken. That is proof. You are still standing after everything you have endured. That is proof. Please support our channel. Our work is devoted to bringing happiness into your life and encouraging devotion to God. If you would like to support our efforts, you can donate through Super Thanks. If you are seeing this, it is not random. I needed to anchor you before the enemy tried to rattle you. I needed to remind you before doubt tried to whisper. I needed to affirm you before discouragement tried to settle in. I am not late. I am precise. My child, do not leave this moment early. Do not rush past this confirmation. Let it settle into your bones. Your obedience activated movement. Your surrender opened doors. Your trust shifted timelines. You may still see challenges around you, but those challenges are not greater than my promise. Do not let temporary scenes override eternal words. I do not speak lightly. When I declare something, it stands. Stay strong now. Guard your peace. Guard your mouth. Do not speak defeat over what is still forming. Do not tell yourself it is failing just because it is not finished. Seeds do not break the soil overnight, but growth is happening even when the surface looks unchanged. You shocked me because you did not quit when quitting felt easy. You did not run when running felt safer. You did not return to old habits when they called your name. You stayed. You trusted. You believed. And belief moves heaven. Finally, you did it. Finally, you stepped into maturity. Finally, you responded like someone who knows they are called for more. And because you did, I am releasing what you have been waiting for. But stay strong now. This is not the time to relax your faith. This is the time to anchor it deeper. The enemy will test the door before it fully opens. He will try to convince you that what you felt was imagination. It was not imagination. It was alignment. Do not click away. Do not leave early. I'm reinforcing you because I know how close you are. You are closer than you think. Closer than your fear would like to admit. Closer than your doubts can calculate. You shocked me. Finally, you did it. And because you did, something has shifted that cannot be undone. Stay steady. Stay faithful. You've not let what you see make you doubt what I said. Your breakthrough is here. And if you stand firm now, nothing will steal what I have already placed in motion for you. My child, let me take you back to that moment. You may have thought it was small. You may have thought it was just another ordinary day. But I saw it clearly. I saw the exact second your heart made the decision. I saw when you swallowed the words that would have created damage. I saw when you knelt in prayer instead of collapsing into despair. I saw when you chose to forgive, even though the wounds still hurt. And in that moment I said you shocked me. Not because I did not know you were capable of growth. I form you. I place strength inside you. But I have also walked with you through your patterns. I have watched you wrestle with fear. I have seen how easily discouragement once overtook you. And when the same kind of pressure returned this time, I watched closely. I saw the battle inside your mind. I saw the familiar voices trying to pull you back into old reactions. And then you did something different.
You paused. You breathed. You whispered my name. That pause changed everything. You think obedience must be loud to matter. You think it must come with public recognition to carry weight. But the most powerful obedience often happens in silence. When no one claps, when no one sees, when no one knows how hard the choice was. That is where real transformation is born, and that is where you met me. The night you prayed instead of complaining, heaven took notice. The moment you surrendered control, instead of forcing the outcome, angels moved. The second you forgave someone who never apologized, chains in the unseen began to break. You did not see the shift immediately, but I did. Heaven responded because your heart aligned with mine.
You shocked me because you chose trust without visible proof. The old version of you demanded reassurance first. The old version of you needed signs before surrender. But this time, you surrendered first. As surrender opened a door this striving could never open. I want you to understand something deeply. Obedience in unseen moments carries more power than dramatic gestures in public. When you obey me privately, you invite me to move publicly. When you honor me in hidden battles, I fight visible battles for you. When you whisper, I trust you. Even while trembling, you activate strength beyond your own. You may not realize how close you were to repeating old cycles. The opportunity to react in anger was there. The temptation to give up was there. The urge to return to what felt comfortable but unhealthy was there. But you resisted. Not perfectly, not without struggle, but you resisted. And that resistance created a spiritual shift. Heaven does not celebrate perfection. Heaven celebrates surrender. When you said, Lord, I cannot carry this alone, I leaned in closer. When you said, Lord, I release this into your hands, I step into the situation. When you said, Lord, even if I do not understand, I will obey, I began rearranging details you cannot yet see. You shocked me because you matured. You did not allow emotions to lead you. You did not allow pride to control you. You did not allow fear to dictate your steps. You let faith guide you instead. A choice triggered movement. Spiritual alignment began to form around you. What once felt blocked began to loosen. What once felt delayed began to shift forward. You thought the breakthrough would start when circumstances changed, but it started when you changed. The moment you forgave, something released inside you. The moment you stepped back from what was draining you, space was created for something healthier. The moment you chose prayer over panic, peace was invited in. These are not small acts. These are turning points. Heaven responds to obedience because obedience signals trust, and trust invites partnership. I do not force my will upon you. I wait for your yes. And when you say yes, even quietly, even with tears in your eyes, I move. You shock me because you said yes when it would have been easier to say no. You said yes to growth when comfort was calling you back. You said yes to discipline when excuses were whispering. You said yes to me when doubt tried to pull you away. If you love me, please like, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.